Greetings, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome back to Under Par. It's Golf Architect. Hope you're having a great day. We're starting up right where we left off in the last video, where we are making our new hole. Yes, this is par. This is hole 5. We're going to be making this dog leg right par 5 hole that comes all the way around here. We currently have 1, 2, 3 A+ holes, and actually 4 A+ holes, all great. This one has a pretty lacking fairway, but it's really great on the hazards, and it's getting this Aqua Park rating, which I think is bypassing this and just automatically setting it at A+, because these averages should not be A+, but because like there's barely any fairway here at all, I've actually placed this here just to get this bar maxed. But Aqua Park, very interesting. I haven't had a chance to look at it yet. I'm going to do that after I record this. I just want to see what that's doing. I think what it is just assigning a theme to the hole, and maybe it puts it in a different parameters to make it an A+ by doing that. But so far, 33% satisfaction from our golfers. They are, I don't know, maybe they're chunking the ball into the water. This is quite a challenging green as well. It's kind of, the hole is almost at the top of this hill, and it's really low around it. So you kind of have to, it's this hole right here it's going to test your accuracy, I think, for sure. All right. I'm focusing on hole 5 at the beginning of this video, though. We got $35,000. We're going to spend most of it making this hole great. So what I'd like to do is encourage my golfers to come around and want to go like this is what I'm trying to encourage them to do. And if they go off to the left a little bit here, I want to punish them here. So let's start by getting our hazards in place. And we're going to do some low maintenance hazards. That's water typically. So I'm going to add some water right around this area. If you're not quite accurate and coming through here, you're going to have a problem here. We're going to have also some rough maybe on the side around here like that, and some rough along this corner, I think over here like this. Now, I want to, again, encourage them to come this way and over. If they are a really powerful golfer, they might try this, and I don't want them to try this because ideally I think I'm going to have another green right here at some point. So I don't want them to try that. You don't want golfers hitting towards, other golfers' greens, heading over their heads. That's just absolutely nothing that you want to have happen. So to help protect that, I'm going to have sort of lining up some trees right through here. We're going to just pop some trees right in this, and this should, I think, dissuade them from trying this. By having this be a fairly wooded area, I think that they're probably less likely to try that, and they're more likely to go this way. Now, to help persuade them to this, I also want to get these trees out of the way too. So give them a clear path so we can, they can do that. We could probably maybe even line this hole with a few extra trees on the side, maybe over here, just to kind of create some separation with that other hole. I do want this path. So this is a cart path, or I guess it's a walking path, right? All these things are walking paths, not carts. But they're going to come through here, and then this path, I think, can run through this side. So, you have this hole, and this path is going to kind of maybe hug this hole just a little bit more. I think maybe we'll go about like that with it, just to bring it out this way. That way they can walk to this destination right here. And I'm going to have this cart path kind of go about like this, I think. Okay. Couple of things I want to do here. I know I'm a little bit scatterbrained in what I'm focusing on, but as I see them, I want to place them so that I don't forget is kind of where I am on this. This is hole 5. So we're going to mark this as hole 5 like that. And then I also want some structures out this way too. We're going to need a drinking fountain out here for them. Right now, we only have one drinking fountain. That's kind of a problem. Out here, they have no way to refresh themselves. Now, I wanted to see where my tee box was going to be for this hole before I place this so I could cover both of them, but that doesn't look like it's going to be possible anyway. So what I'm going to do instead is place this so that it might cover that extra future green. So I might place this kind of over, let's say maybe here. I know it seems like it's out in the middle of nowhere, but the idea is that my green is in the future is going to be here, and I kind of want that to cover that too. All right, and then we need a restaurant in this too. This is $20,000, so we're not going to get that yet. We're going to have to wait a little bit because I want this hole up and running first, and because this is how we can get higher, like less queuing, right? Lots of golfers coming in. We want them to queue less, which means you just need more places for them to be. You can't just have every golfer on 1 or 2 holes. So we're going to try to spread them out. Let's say we do, I think a restroom out this way is probably a genuinely cool idea, but I'm going to put it out near this hole here too. So I think we'll have a restroom out here just so that they can, if they need to use the bathroom and they're way over here, they don't have to walk all the way back to the clubhouse to do it. Okay. So from this point, let's focus on the hole's features. The tee box is a pretty easy one to get a good score here. It's just making it bigger is all it is. So I'm going to make it, you know, like that. It's probably fine. That's easy. And then, again, we're rewarding them for going the direction we want them to go. So that means fairways. So we'll give them some fairways out this way. I think that's a good idea. All the way out this way is probably pretty good. There's a little bit of a hill here, but that's fine. We're going to have some faster moving fairways going down the middle this way, I think. Probably about here is good, I think. Yeah. Now, that's already taken the bulk of my money, but there's a lot of trees here, and I got to clear these out or it's not really going to be a usable course. So all these trees need to go. I think I'll leave this one. And I think I'll leave that one too. Let's just see what happens. Through here, all these trees need to go. This is where my green is going to be. Yeah, all these features need to go as well. The narrowness of this is probably not that welcome. I think that one can go, but I'm going to leave these ones here. This seems open enough for me. We need to make sure that the green is solid here, and then we're going to let time run a little bit so I can get some more money because I'm a little bit out of cash. I also want to make this a fairly large green, I'm thinking, and then maybe some water over here on this side and in the back behind it. So about like that. That's pretty good. And then I wanted some sand, but I can't afford it. So I need to let time run a little bit. So we're going to just hit space, let the time run. This hole is closed. No one's going to work with it until I unlock it. So if it's not ready to work with, then that's the way it is. We're already at a B. It's not bad. I do need some more hazards, but it's a fairly long hole. So most of the challenge here is going to be that distance they need to cover, right? We don't need a lot of hazards. The distance is already quite challenging. 440 meters, quite challenging for them to work with. All right, so yeah, let's let time go a little faster here. We'll go up to 3x because we are profitable. So the longer I let the game run, the more money I have to work with, right? I probably should have had it running this entire time, but I didn't. But as it's running, I'll spend the money as it comes in. Let's take rough and let's give them some rough grass over here on this side, just to kind of make that, you know, again, a little bit more accuracy. If you go too far, you end up in the run the rough grass. I like that idea. So we'll kind of add that over there like that. For the fairways, we want to, again, reward them with, you want to, in general in golf, again, I'm not a golfer. Like I golf, but I don't golf. You know what I mean? Like I've done it plenty of times, but I'm not like dedicated to it. So my brother would probably, you know, dispute everything I'm about to say. Maybe, I don't know. We'll see. But in general, a really good course is going to be rewarding good shots and punishing bad shots. I think that's fairly obvious. And that's what I'm trying to do when I'm designing this. I'm trying to make sure that if your shot is good, I want you to be rewarded for that. And if your shot is bad, I want you to be punished for that. That's where I'm kind of going for this. There's a lot of hilliness here too. It's interesting. I think I'm going to do a faster running fairway right here. Yeah. And then, again, more running fairway here, but I think maybe not quite as fast. So make this just a tiny bit longer in grass like that. And then we'll put some rough along the edges over here. And I think I do want some sand. I've decided I want some sand. And I think at the end of this, I'm going to put some sand maybe over here. I think this is where my sand's going to be. I don't have the money for it, though, because I already spent... I don't know if you get refunded for it. One of the things I haven't been paying attention to is whether or not you get refunded for the cost of the rough grass while you're designing. So like 100, I spend 100. If I replace it with sand later, does it cost me 150? Right? I don't think it does. I think placing this willy-nilly like that is probably going to hurt me there. So maybe I don't put sand there. Maybe I put it over here instead. Maybe right here. I could put sand right here. Let's say there's just a little sand trap right there. All right, I don't think they're going to have that. I don't think they're going to have a problem with that, but maybe they shank it or something. Another thing is placing it right there can also maybe dissuade that, try to cross over here because they might hit the sand, right? So maybe I make the sand a little bit bigger. We could put that all right here. So if you're really going to try that, you have another hazard to deal with. Maybe I'll extend it into the fairway a little bit. That's probably a better idea. We can extend this to be a little bit further over this way. So I'm just waiting for money right at the moment. I only have, yeah, here we go. 850. So we'll extend that a little bit. I think that's probably a better idea for the sake of that. So this is an A+ hole now. It's not quite maxed out, but I think it's enough to where I can unlock it. So we'll go ahead and do that. And we're ready to rock there. And then for structures, I want to have, I think, a bench here because they're going to want to, you know, relax a little bit here. So I think I'm going to do that. Yeah, and then we'll have this path maybe come up this way. I think I actually like it better going this way now. Now that it's here, I think I want that path to maybe stop there instead. So we'll just kind of take the path away there. Now it's about where I want it to be. Yeah, this is good. Now it's getting to be a big course, right? So I might need gardeners. I might need more cleaning people, etc. I'm also going to want to have something going on here. And I think I shouldn't wait very long before I start getting the holes that bring them back, right? I shouldn't wait that long for it. But one thing I'm not going to wait very long for is a bathroom out this way. So we have their green. Everything is good here. I think we're going to have like a little area here where it's just like there's some amenities for them, right? So maybe along the back side here, like right at the very edge. No, I think more central is probably better, but am I going to have... I guess the question is, am I going to have a tee box? Or am I going to have, yeah, a tee box like over here bringing it this way? Or am I going to have like my extra stuff here, my putting greens and like other amenities over here? I don't think so. I wanted the course to be here, so... What I was thinking initially, I don't think I can get this many holes in, but this is hole 5. So what I was thinking initially was hole 6 was like this. It's a par 4. The green here, and then maybe 7 comes from here and brings back this way, and then 8 goes like this, and then, you know, maybe around, and then 9 would be kind of over in this area. And now I've brought them back. So at the end of 9, you end up really close to the clubhouse, and then all the clubhouse amenities are just around it, right? That's kind of what I was thinking of. So I think under that idea, I could probably put you. Let's put this bathroom like here, like there. And then again, trash bin as well. I want them to, you know, not ruin my place. So we're going to have a path. In that case, it's going to be about like this, a little off the green. I don't want it to be right up against the green. So it's going to be out like here. And this little path will just kind of take them over to the next area. We can have some extra amenities here just so that they don't have to, you know, run everywhere. So here's our drinking fountain, for example. Another drinking fountain, probably, yeah, like right about here is fine for that. So now they can get a drink. They can relax at this bench, maybe like right there, maybe on the other side of it. That's fine too. Yeah, they have a place to relax. They have a place to pee. Got a place to throw things away, get a drink, right? Just like that. And they can do so, you know, during this. So like this guy's low energy, right? And so having low energy, they're not going to feel as good. So I want them to feel great. So after they get here, they're going to be like, man, I need a rest. Well, that's why I've got the bench there. So let's take a look at this guy's stats and see how this works. So he's a silver tier, or she, sorry, Donna Davis. Silver tier. And like at the moment, they need to walk all the way back to the clubhouse when they're done. But at least they can get their happiness right here before they do. Would like to know, yeah, energy. So now they're going to go ahead and sit down, and their energy can be replenished, and they'll be in a better mood at the result of that. Now they're going to the snack bar, right? So snack bar when they're done with the course. I want another hole here that brings them kind of in this area, and then this cart path I suppose could go to there. So that way, if they do want to go, they can go that way, or they can go to the next hole. So I think that's kind of where I'm going to be there. So let's put a tee box. I'm thinking like right here. It's probably fine. And yeah, it's a simple par 4, but I'm going to have it like kind of, yeah, maybe right about, yeah, like right about here is fine. Good green there. So it's a simple par 4, brings them back this direction, okay? And this is hole 6. So it'll be 6 here, and then 7 brings them this way. 8's going to bring them down here. 9 will bring them kind of maybe over in this area, and then all my clubhouse amenities are around that. I haven't really figured out exactly where those are going to be yet, but that's the idea. By the end of 9 holes, you end up near the clubhouse, which is where you started. Okay, so on this hole, I think it's fairly straight, so I'm kind of digging the idea of playing into this theme idea here. I don't know, again. So I'm thinking maybe we do... It's expensive, but a lot of sand, right? I got some sand right here. And I'm thinking if I just riddle this place with tons of sand, maybe we get a theme for this hole too. I don't know. Let's find out. It's gonna be very expensive because sand is very expensive, but we're gonna go for it. So sand, in this case, I'm gonna place some sand traps like right through here. Right, we're gonna have a big sand pit right there, and also maybe along this side here. So again, way more sand over here than we probably should have. There we go. And then we still don't have a theme marked, but if I place more sand, even more sand over in this area, maybe we can get it to trigger something. So this is just one big sand trap. There it is. I was looking for this. So this is now a desert, right? We're being classified as a desert, which I think is upped our rating on this. So let's play on that, right? We have desert, and let's see how this is like. So if I place a green, right? I want this. Oh, I'm out of money. I told you, sand is very expensive. We need to wait. Now, to get a 2-star golf club, we also need food, right? So this is where the restaurant kicks in, and I will be investing in that after this hole is done, okay? So I'm not forgetting about it. We're going to do it. Don't worry. So we got that right there, and I think maybe we set the green up. You know what? I'm going to give it a little bit of fairway right here. Just to give you something, okay? It's like grass that's not super punishing in that sense. Maybe a little bit of rough over here in case you come out of the grass weird. You know, something like that is probably fine. We'll put a little bit of grass. I don't want the trees right up against this. I just wanted the line of trees to dissuade them from trying to go over top of it. Like that, yeah. And then some grass, I think some rough grass right here too. Yeah, and then the fairway can all just be this. So this can all just be fairway right through here. There we go. A+ hole. It's a desert. I like it. Let's just run with it like this. And then we want this path to bring them kind of from over here. So we're going to have this path kind of run this way and like this. So now they have, off of this green, they can get to this path right about here. I think is fine. Yeah. They can come here and, you know, get over where they need to be. Now, did I get this to cover it? Probably not. I didn't get it to cover the hole. I don't know if that's an important thing or not. I would like to be able to move it, but I don't think there's a mechanism in place to move things. I don't think. If I have to delete it, do I get money back? Yes, plus 200. Okay, how much does it cost to buy it? I just want to see if it's a full it is a full refund. Okay, so I can just simply delete it and then move it again. It's a full refund. I like that. Where is it? Right here. So we're just going to move this to where it covers that hole. All right, that green too. And now it can, you know, service everything there. Okay, seems good. That hole is an A+. We'll go ahead and unlock it. Now they can use hole 6 to come back, actually play the game to get back to this point and come back to the clubhouse when they want to. We'll save the rest of our money now at this point. We'll hold off with 6 holes and we're going to save it to where we can get a restaurant. And the restaurant, I think I'll place this behind the clubhouse back over here. So this is fairly flat land, so we'll look to do that. Really quick check though. It looks like this is a problem. I didn't see this before, and I think we need to change that right there. Okay, that's better. Yeah, that's going to be better. Maybe I add something over here in the future, maybe line this with trees or something, but we certainly want that tree to not be immediately in front of this tee box, which probably could use a little bit of an enhancement. Looks like the tee is a C. I know it's an A+ hole, but let's change the tee box just a little bit. I think it's probably fine here. Give them a little bit more room in that tee box. Okay. There we go. So let's see how they play this. Oh, yeah. Way over into the rough, huh? Yeah. So again, rewarding really good shots like that one. He got a little far, but he's in the rough right here. You know what? I'm going to change this. That was a good shot. I don't want him to be punished by this. I've decided I don't want the green. I don't want the rough grass to be right there. I think we need to have some kind of a fringe here. I think this is a little too punishing. So we're going to change this back to, where is it? This is green. We'll place the green here. This is fine. But let's make it more interesting though, okay? So we'll maybe up this to where there's a little bit of a hill here. And then it sinks down maybe into the dirt there. All right, we'll make it a little less punishing. And then over here, we're going to change this back to a base. That's this base. And we're just going to clear that out. So you're not going to have, if you go a little too far here, you're not going to have like rough grass, but you do have a downhill slope that might take your ball into this. And I'm thinking actually going one step further here, we might just go like this instead. Just make that run. Okay. Give a little bit of like hard fairway right there. Yeah. So if you do go, like, if you come back here, you might go into the sand. It's not as bad because the ball doesn't necessarily stop, but it definitely doesn't end up in really tall grass right by the hole. I don't know. Like, maybe it'll happen over here, but this is better, I think. That's a much better green than we had before. And then on the ranking of it, it's still a desert. So we have multiple themes. We've got the aqua park over here, 71% satisfaction. And then we don't have enough golf here to really get the satisfaction rating yet. So we'll have to have some people actually play because we're still at a 0 average score. So we need them to play it, and then we'll see what the satisfaction rating is there. See, now they're not as punished, right? If he goes too far, ooh, no, he's good. He's good. And there is, it looks like there is a fringe kind of baked in to the green, but it was just kind of like the rough is right there, and I didn't want that. Yeah, I think this is going to be substantially better. Let's take a look here. Yeah, 67% satisfaction. Average score right now is just a hair over par, just a hair under par. Okay, well, I like it. I like it. Cool, cool, cool. We have $22,000. Let's go ahead and lay in our restaurant. So I'm thinking I want this to be back about here. I'm looking at it to be, again, I want to flatten this ground first. I don't know if it matters, but I'm going to do it anyway. Let's have it flattened with, let's bring this up. Yeah, I want it flattened here. I want it to be level with the clubhouse. So just bring this up about like that. Yeah, and actually I could change the size to really just make this pop like that. Yeah, just a little bit. Yeah, like it just needs to be level with the clubhouse. So this is kind of a tilted trail at this point, but that's okay. All right, I like that better. So let's go ahead and grab restaurant. I don't want it right up against it. So maybe like something like this. This looks cool because like it's the walking path, but I still want there to be a little bit of space. So I'm going to place the restaurant there. Okay. 2-star complete. Consistent golf training is essential for improving technique, building confidence, and achieving long-term success on the course. So snack bar can now be upgraded. A waffle iron. Okay. And more ability points for my character. Great. So let's go in really quick. Just my small changes I want. I'm going to put that path right through there. That's fine. We need to hire more people to work in this. So we're going to hire 2 additional assistants and also a gardener at this point because there's a lot of green now around here. There's a lot of area. And I think the gardener is going to help us in making sure that we don't have significant problems. Like there's all sorts of problems that can happen related to the grass and the greenery and the grounds. So we need people to maintain those things too, not just the snack bar. Surprise! The mayor is back. I don't always refer to myself as the mayor, I swear. I've returned to see how our little golf course is coming along. Your restaurant is the talk of the town, which is good news for me as it distracts from the downtown pigeon infestation. I intend to sample some of the delicious grub topped off with a round of golf. Holes played 3 out of 3. Seems good. I already played 3 holes. So that's what it was. The objective was for me to play 3 holes, and I already have. It's great. So what a great course. I've been having a blast. In fact, I've been having a blast. I'd sleep here if you let me. Do you think it's too late to pack in this mayoral nonsense and become a professional golfer? I mean, they elected a golden retriever as my deputy, which was mildly insulting, but I think Mr. Barkley wouldn't do such a bad job after all. Mr. Barkley. All right. I like this. Did I get my flags? I didn't get my flags. The tree sign, right? I want them to know that this is hole 6. Oh, we've already done. The objective is already completed. You're starting to rack up some classy members. I think I spotted the guy who owns Kingdom of Carpets on the fairway. Keep it up and you'll be prestigious enough to attract the town's heavy hitters. I'm talking local weather reporter big. Yeah, I already have the prestige, so I'm already done with this objective as well. Very nice. Now this is what I'm talking about. The golf course has become a veritable who's who of town hotshots. The most prestigious individuals to walk our paved streets now call this club home. I hope you don't mind, but I've been telling them I'm co-founder. That's basically true, right? All right, let's pause this really quick. So we need now 5 platinum members, but everything else is already achieved. I have great prestige at this point. At 27, the objective is 15. So we are ahead of the curve, ladies and gentlemen. Doing well. All right, this is going to be hole 6. Just going to mark it right there. It's fine. So now they can see that it's 6. This is marked as 5 already. Yes, good. Amenities out here are going to make sure that they are very comfortable, ready to go for 6. So we should see pretty good happiness here. Yeah, 100%. Near 94. Hunger, thirst, yeah. So they just decided not to stop by the fountain, I guess. Energy is a little low here, but that's okay. And then, of course, the gardener needs to be placed as well. I'm waiting for the money to hire them. So we're going to go and there we go. And now we have a gardener. So they're out there doing things to, if there's something wrong with the grounds, critters, pests, or bad grass or something, that kind of thing can happen. The gardener will now take care of it. Lately, I've been thinking about the less fortunate souls who drew the short straw in life. And the lingering sense of guilt is really affecting my backswing. I'd like you to help organize a charity fundraiser tournament. And remember, it has to be great because the less fortunate are voting citizens too. Yes, because they're totally interested in the golf course. Right. Tournament. All right, so that's the next objective is I need to go for a tournament. But also the 3-star club will happen once I get just one more platinum member. So that's nice as well. All right, let me see if there are any other things we could do to maybe up that. So we have some of these other things down here too. We have like flower beds and stuff we could place to make the place a little bit more vibrant, a little bit happier, and it's already done. 3-star complete. To reach the top, you must train like the best. Never overlook the power of well-earned rest. Snack bar can be upgraded. We're going to save up money and do this, don't worry. Suspicious. That's interesting. Don't know what that means. And more ability points. I don't know what these are. I wish there was a mouse over to tell me more information about it, but all right. Maybe it's somewhere else. But here, the statue of a golfer. I think I like this too. I don't have enough money for it though. Yeah, we have to wait. Clock could be interesting. Letting people know what time it is. Maybe while they're driving, they can see the tee time, right? They can see hey, by the way, you're running out of time. Your tee time's almost there. You can see it on the clock, right? We could do that. Fountains and stuff. Add some style points, I suppose. Maybe one right by the path right over there. That's kind of nice, right? I like it. Maintenance is 2,000. Each energy drink. I think we're okay on number of employees. We have 2 employees for each workplace, right? So the snack bar, to level it up, requires... how much money does it need? It doesn't say directly, right? Unless I'm just... Am I totally... Oh, cost is $8,000. I am totally blind. So my microphone arm is blocking this number. I needed to just turn my head a little bit, okay? We're fine, okay? It's not that I couldn't read the text. It's just I couldn't physically see it, all right? I moved my hardware. We're fine. So now I can do it. So I can level up the snack bar, and the maintenance goes up a little bit, but its earning potential goes up a little bit too. It's not much, but I think the good thing about this is the low end goes up by a pretty good percentage, even if the high end doesn't. So we'll go ahead and level that up, and now it's a little bit better. All right. Do I need another repair guy, I wonder? Because he's the only one. I think I have enough. I don't think I have enough stuff where the repair guy is gonna need to. Yeah, I think we're okay. I think this path right here needs to wind around and go this way, because we're gonna have another tee box here that comes this direction. So having that would be a good idea, I think. And then this path can also meet up with the other one, but then also maybe it can continue. I don't exactly know where my next tee box is. I'm trying to think about it. I like the idea of just some stability for a bit. And then maybe adding some decorations with our money. Like a golfer statue here, I think is a good spot. This is a good spot for this decoration to be right here. I like this because it's right by the restaurant too, which is cool. Which direction is he going to look? Is he looking this way? I think so. I think he's looking this way. Yeah, now I'm kind of thinking about putting it in the middle of everything. Yeah, leave some space, right? A little bit of ground space just around him is good. We have some rabbit hedges and stuff as well. We could place right here as a decor item. I like that too. So that's going to help our prestige. General prestige is based on the number of design scores of the holes, the number of buildings, and the number of employees. So I guess the decorations really don't have that big of an effect. I thought that would help my prestige. If I place another one right here, for example, what does this do for me? It does raise it. I saw it. It went up. So we'll go about like that. And then there's a little gap where they can walk between this. And then I'll just kind of like, yeah, do something like that. So we're at 28 prestige now. So we need to host a tournament. And I was kind of hoping to have a whole 9 holes before we do that. I was kind of thinking that would be where I invest my money now. So let's try hole number 7. And it's going to be here. I do like that there's a lot of trees here just to kind of, I really want to make sure that these 2 holes do not have any balls flying by each other, right? So we need to have, that's kind of why I made this one straight, because this one's going to be a little bit dog-legged, I think, maybe this way, or maybe I can get it to maybe curve that way. I don't know. But like in general, I just don't want people doing that. So I think there's enough distance here to where they just don't do that. Actually, you know what? Maybe we can see where this is. Right here, shot analysis. So this, see that? So this is where the shots are happening, right? And they're trying this. I just really didn't want them to try this. I don't know how that person is doing that. That's crazy. That's really crazy. Look at that. Like, this is not a good green to be on, right? I wanted to dissuade this. So I need to put some more hazards over here to kind of encourage them not to try this, all right? So, because what's the average score on this hole right now? 5.3. I mean, it's par. It is par, but I don't want them doing that. I don't want them to be able to do that. I was trying to get them to stop. So let's place some more trees right here. I think that's a good place for it. We'll go like this. Let's place some trees right here. Really make them not want to do this. Right? That's the idea. Don't try that. We're lining that up with trees all over the place. All right? Same thing here. Let's make sure there's some good trees to protect any balls that are coming this way. I want them to hit the trees. All right. Now let's see maybe what they try after this. Like, what are they going to try from here? We'll take a look and let them golf for a bit and see what they try from there. Because at this point, your shots are getting in hazards here if you're trying that now. So we want them to, I mean, if they want to try it, I guess that's the whole point. They can try it. There's some agency there to allow them to try it, but I don't want them to. So golfers with all skills, right? There's also a little bit more room here to maybe improve the hole a little bit. And so I'm thinking maybe we add maybe just a little bit of rough over here, I suppose, but more fairway is kind of what I was thinking. So maybe like right there, some fairway and some extra fairway over there. And you can, yeah, just add, a little bit of rewards over here. Sure. Yeah. Some rough grass through this too. All right. So there we go. I think that will pretty much takes care of maxing out that hole. That one's already maxed out. All right. So over here on this side, let's say the tee box for this one, I'm going to put it, I think right about here is where I'm thinking of putting it. Let's get these trees out of the way. We can leave these ones alone. I don't know if these ones are going to be in the way yet. And where do I want this hole to be? It's going to kind of come around. I think I want it to bend and come around this way. So why don't we just, I don't know, place some random water in here somewhere. Maybe some right here. We can place some water. Say maybe in this area. Just make like a little lake right here. It's not really that little, is it? But it's something, right? Put a little water right there, and I can just work around that. So this new hole, I think I'm going to place the tee box there is fine. And I want this to kind of be a par 4 again, but I need to be a little conscious of that. So let's maybe put it right about there. Maybe right about there. But again, we're going to try to get them, and I don't know if they'll do it. It's kind of up to them whether they do it or not. But the design of the course has them doing this. And again, if they want to try it, then they can go right ahead and try it. But the design of the course is going to support this. Okay, so with that, this ends up being a par 4, 336. It's not bad yardage for that. That's pretty good. And then we want the hole to be marked, of course. So let everyone know this is hole 7. We'll place the sign there, I think. That's good. Let's get rid of these trees right here, just so there's a little bit more of a smooth approach to this. And we'll get our path to kind of come up this way too. Yeah, just the there, I think, is probably all right. Yeah, that's fine. Let's see what our amenities are nearby. We already have some coverage. This just didn't quite cover it. And I guess it's okay to place another one down. There's going to be some people in here. It's only $200. It's $25 maintenance, though. You just can't just spam this stuff because you're gonna pay for it. So let's do like this, and then maybe some benches. At this point, they might be tired. If they didn't take a break there, then we're gonna want a break here. So we'll place another bench maybe right over here like this. Maybe a couple benches. There's like 3 areas here. There's like 3 holes that are covering by this. So I think that's a good spot for like multiple benches there. Okay, so we want to take, let's say, we're not looking for a theme here per se, but I'm thinking like a little bit of sand right here would be all right. A little bit of sand back over here would be okay. And let's put some sand maybe over here too. I don't need them to be exactly the same shape though. So maybe like something like this is fine. Okay, so we've got that. Then there's the water hazard, which is over here. And I'll extend that over this way. The idea behind that is just, again, to discourage them from trying to skip this gap. So there's just a little bit of discouragement. Seem like, man, I don't know if I can make that kind of thing, right? I want them to try not to do that. And I think these strategically placed trees are probably a good idea too. It's the lake is not there to catch their balls. I'm not doing this as like, oh, they're gonna have to get over the lake. Again, the hope is that they don't try to go over the lake, but if they want to, there's the hazard for it. All right, so let's put some rough over here too. And maybe the rough graph right here, I don't think actually plays a role. It's not within the range. So I don't really want this. I get the $100 back though. Looks like I do. Okay. I think I have some terraforming here on this one too. I like that there's a hill here and that's cool, but I'm also thinking like I'm kind of digging the idea of just raising the terrain in general right here. I kind of want to make like a big hill kind of moves up from here. I want there to be some elevation here. And that's good for them too. It's going to put them up higher. So like this is low. They can, if they're high, maybe they can get over the trees from here, that kind of thing. So just a little bit of extra, character in the land here is kind of what I'm looking for. There we go. All right. Something that makes it really annoying for people to mow later on. I don't know if that's actually true. I'm just kind of poking at my brother at this point. All right, let's go like this, and fairway. That's what we're looking for here. So fast fairway on the down slope. I like that. The short fairway can just be right through here. Again, we want to encourage them to use this, so giving them the really good grass through here is going to help them do that. This is a really steep down slope right here, though, and I feel like maybe it's a little too extreme for what I was looking for. Let's raise this a little bit here. There we go. Just a little bit higher, right? Make this a little more interesting there. Yeah, and low ground still has the sand trap. Let's remove this. Give them a better chance of hitting that sand trap. And maybe some trees. I like where the trees are positioned here. I think this is good. This is one of those things where it's like, do you really want to try that? And if they do, okay. All right, so let's take this fairway also through here. I'm thinking maybe just the easy one there. And by placing fairway here, I am also baiting them to try this too. So we'll place some rough grass maybe over here, and maybe some extra sand, or maybe some extra water even, like over here on this side. I like that. Yeah, just a little bit there. I feel like I don't have enough trees over here though, so maybe add another tree there just to add a bit more greenery on the sides of the course here. I like that too. Want to cover that a little bit too. And yeah, there we go. Now the green, we'll make this kind of maybe shaped this way. So kind of a big green, but we'll shape it this way. And then let's bring that sand all the way over like this. There we go. I like it. All right. Fairway, we can give them that here too. Right up to the green is good. And then the hole is right at the front of the green, which I guess is okay. Yeah, that's all right. But perhaps the green has a dart down slope on this side, and maybe just a little bit of a slope here. So if you honestly, if you hit it just past, it might roll back to the hole. I think that'd be interesting. I wish I could raise the terrain on the hole itself, but it doesn't let me do that, which is unfortunate. I think I'm gonna make this a down slope here just to give that an uphill. I don't know, that kind of makes it easier, doesn't it? If I did this, it'd make it harder, wouldn't it? Yeah, I think that's probably better. We can even lower that down too. That's devastating right there, actually. It's almost diabolical. It's like you slope into the sand, slope into the water. But this right here can kind of trap the ball, so that's all right. I like it. We'll leave that right there. And then I want to surround this hole, I think, with some trees. Just kind of along the back side here to provide, I don't know, just a little bit of more character in the back here. I don't really think it's not affecting the score. So it's costing me and not affecting the score, but because it's outside this little area. But I think it's all right. And then fairway through here too. We want this to be a fairway. Yep, through here too. Give them the ability to use those higher clubs if they go this way, right? I want them to, again, be rewarded for going the direction I want them to go. And I think I might even get rid of that tree. Let's just let them be open there. All right, so this is an A+ hole as well. At the moment, I think I'm going to go ahead and open that up. So we'll unlock that as well. I'd like maybe just to get more character for the course, right? It doesn't help my score at all, but I'm thinking like I want more trees here. It just seems like there's not enough trees through here. Yeah, just align this with trees, you know, separate the holes, right? A little bit, just a row of trees to separate these holes is probably a good idea. And right away that affects the score on both of these too. So now this is an A+ because of that row of trees. I like it. I like it. Now, there's no walking path going by this. And so I think maybe the path could be... it actually could have been here, right? It could have been all through this instead of the row of trees, but I'm going to leave it the way it is. I think it's okay. You know, they're over here. This is the hole for that. And then from there, I think I'm going to do this. I'm going to say the next tee box is here. And what do we have as a balance right now? We have a par 3, then a 5, then a 4, then another 3. So that's 2 3s right now. Then another 5, then a 4, then another 4. So I think another 3 would be okay, right? I think so. I think we'll do a 3 for hole 8, and we can make that right here. Maybe it dog legs a little bit, but I think it's probably all right. I'll put like a water. I'll put water right here and then just have it kind of curve. And then 9 can be a hole that comes out and curves them back over to here. So it kind of curves them around the part, around the place maybe. Alternatively, could have it be here, and then there's our par 3, but then they have to come around. Now, I like this idea better. So next hole will be over here, and I think I'm going to place the tee box like right here, and we're going to make a pretty simple hole. This will be a par 3, goes to about, let's say there, right? Yeah, right about there, and then we're going to angle it. Not much. Not much. It'll be here. I want it to stay a par 3. So 172 is, you're getting a little bit into par 4 territory if you go any further. So I think we're going to leave it right there. And this is measured in meters, not yards. I'm used to yards, but meters is very similar to yards. So it's kind of, I can kind of tell. We can also move the hole, by the way, in each of these. They're not placed permanently. It's just that I can't raise the terrain. So I suppose for the other ones here, like this one, I could have moved the hole, then raised the terrain, then move the hole back. I could have done that. Yeah. All right. So if this is our course for now, let's clear some of these trees out of here. Right about there should be all right. Yeah. This seems nice. We're going to place a bunch of water, I think, on this side. We're going to place a bunch of water over here. Yeah, just like that. So if you go a little far, you know, you go in the water. That's how it works. Rough grass along the edges here too, just to kind of give that a little bit. Yeah, a little rough grasses over here too. I like that. Okay, we're not going to do like a whole lot as far as like sand traps and stuff on this one. I think we can maybe give them a little bit of a break here, I think. That tree can go, but this one stays. Sure. And then this slower fairway all the way through here is fine. Right through there. This is okay. So it's an easier hole. You know, I'm going to give them a little bit of a break. If you go too far, then obviously you're in the water, but I think these guys can handle that. Green, need to go bigger on that too, right? So we could just make that green be about like this is okay. I think that's good. You know, oh, this isn't what I want. Hang on. No. Don't do that. Don't do that. I'm tempted to put a sand trap in here. I'm just saying right here is fine. Right here Just a little one, okay? Just a little one. Let me have some fun here. Just a little one. And then there's fairway all the way up to the green like that. So this is a B+ at the moment. I need to do better. How about we add some trees through here? That'll add some extra stuff in the range for the hole. So like over here is fine. I don't want them to go too far and be out of the course. So I think maybe just having some trees along there is probably fine. Maybe even over like that would be okay. And then we're going to have extra stuff here. So I think, yeah, adding some trees over here, it's probably good just to kind of really close this in so the balls don't tend to maybe go over in this area. And with an A, the tee box is going to secure it for me. I need the tee box to be bigger. So we'll just once again do that. And now we have an A. Ooh, hazards is a little bit light. Well, I did add the sand trap. We'll add it again. There's an A- on the hazards. And then we'll just add some extra rough grass over here. And that should take care of it. Another A+ hole for our golf course. There you go. Unlocked. Hole 8. Now we need some extra stuff over here too. So let's say the drinks. Yeah, we don't have any drinks at all over here. So let's say we do a drinking fountain maybe between this there. We can have the bench maybe can come over and we can place this in place of that tree. I suppose is a good idea as well. There we go. Just a little place to rest, a little place to get your drinks. I don't think I need a bathroom here. It's close enough to where, I mean, there's already this bathroom. So throughout the middle of the course, they've had a chance, and then they come around, and then at the end of the course, they have a chance. There's 2 of them right here. I could also alternatively just place 2 right here too, but I think it's fine. And then the garbage, so they can throw things away over there too. So that's covering that area. Looks pretty good. Huh? I think when we're all done with this course, we play around, right? We play around ourselves just to kind of see how it is. There we go. Yeah, we're getting close. Sure you are. Yeah. And the queuing, it looks like there's basically no queues. Everyone's playing through pretty well. There's a little bit of a queue over here. Maybe that's a group, though. Let's see. Are you guys a group? How do I tell that? I thought there was a way to tell that. You might be solo. Maybe there wouldn't. Hang on, let's see. Because you guys are together, right? So you should tell me if you're in a group. Yeah, right there. So if that icon doesn't exist, then you are solo, and you are solo. But your projected review is so far 4 balls out of 5. It's the fitness one that's a little light. So we need to add some other fitness facilities. Perhaps, well, I was going to say maybe the driving range isn't sufficient. Maybe we need more driving ranges. But what it might be is that our employee simply needs a break. Maybe we don't have enough people training. Possibly I need another one. He's resting, but I don't know. I don't really want to do that. I am going to get another gardener because I can afford it, and another cleaner because I have a lot of facilities at this point. So let's make sure we do that too. I have $118,000. We're definitely fine on money. And we are going to start the tournament, but I wanted to set everything in motion here better before I do that. Let's upgrade our snack bar again. We can go level 3 with that. And we can't upgrade the restaurant just yet. So I think it's the tournament that's going to let me do that. Oh, we can upgrade bathrooms. Oh, doubles the maintenance of the bathroom, but I mean, they're really nice. This one doesn't have to be as nice, but this one is going to be used more, so we're going to let these ones be there. And I think, can the clubhouse be upgraded? Yeah. Employees can rest here, so service goes up to 40, style to 35, golfer limit. Oh, yeah, level that, $50,000. The golfer limit is going to be huge for our money, right? So now more golfers can be on the course at a time. I love it. I don't see any aesthetic changes, but I wasn't paying attention, so that's probably why I don't see it. And then I still have 1 repair person. I think still 1 repair person is okay. I don't notice any facilities that are getting too bad. Obviously, if this gets bad, then they have to walk all the way out there, and then that means they're not over here. Also, the repair person is probably going to need some rest as well. I can afford it. Let's get a second handyman. Okay. So last hole, right? We're looking for hole 9, and I wanted this to be a par 4, and I wanted it to kind of come out and then wrap this way, and then you end up near the clubhouse, right? So you end up over here, and then all of this extra area is used for extra facilities around the clubhouse. So let's get the hole, and we'll place the tee box, I think right about here should do it. And we want this to end, I'm thinking probably right about here is where I want this to end, right about there. That's a par 4 for now, but I'm dog legging this. I'm going to, again, encourage them to go around. So we're going to go about like that. And it ends up being 312, which is, I think, still pretty good. Yeah. We don't want to unlock it. We just want it to be 312. So let's go ahead and dress that up and get this taken care of here. We'll open this up wider. Give them more leeway here. It's the final hole of the course. Just give them a little bit more room on that side. Here we go. Yeah, get these trees out of the way. Right here, I think I want to keep these trees just to kind of get that separation from the other tee box. And I probably will add additional trees even from here just to kind of, again, create like a somewhat of a barrier here that just kind of guards against balls coming through here and hitting these guys. Okay, so through there, and then I think maybe just along that edge we could do a little bit of trees. We want some trees along this edge just to kind of, again, dissuade them from trying to go over it. So I think maybe like that would probably discourage them from doing that. Yeah, that's probably enough of a discouragement. We'll have extra facilities and stuff through here too, but I do want that. The trees really need to be being thick around here, I think, is what's most important here. Okay, water. I like water in this area, and I think water right about here is pretty cool. Right about there, I think will be a pretty cool spot for some water, yeah? So we'll place it right there. We're going to have some rough grass right on the edge, and then after you clear it, you get a nice fairway. So again, encouraging you to come out this way if you want to. I'm going to give you a nice fairway all the way up through here as well. And then some extra rough grass on the side, like so. Some rough grass over here, like so. No sand on this one. I think no sand on this one. We'll leave them alone on sand on this one. Just this water trap here is, again, I think most golfers who are good level, they can clear this, no problem. But some of them might play it short and then try to go over top the trees from there. And I'm open for them to doing that. And if they want to try that, yeah, we'll give them a fairway right here just to kind of encourage that if they like to. Sure. There's some fairway right through here for you. There you go. Yep, looks good. Looks good. Some fairway through here, no problems. Everything seems pretty clean. I don't like the rocks. I haven't been using them because I just don't like them. And also, I want to. What's the sign here? We need a sign that shows hole 9 is right there. Did I get an 8? I did not get an 8. Let's get a hole 8 right there. Yeah, just got to show them where it is. Probably better to have the sign be this way. Yeah, probably. Let's change this. No tree, no sign, and then the sign is here. This is 8. That's better. Just facing the other hole, right? And then I guess what we'll do is we'll go like this so you can see that sign like that. Okay. Everything seems pretty solid here. I like it. Let's see the grade on this hole. It's a C+ at the moment. The tee box and the green are the biggest offenders. And it's because I haven't done them yet. So let's go ahead and do that. So the tee box and green. Let's start with the green since that's what my mouse is on. Pretty straightforward green. We'll just go about like that with it. Seems good. We can maybe terraform a little bit. Bring this up as well. That's fine. I'm okay with that. And then the tee box is going to be here. Yeah, tee box just gets extended. And we have an A-. So hazards are the downside now. Well, we'll put a little extra rough grass around this edge. That's fine with me. Yeah, you can end up in the rough over here. That's an A now and an A+. Now we have an A+. Get a little bit more fairway right there and all along here. And then some extra rough grass can be over here like that. I'm liking this. This is good. This is good, man. A+ hole there. We have 9 holes of golf. Open it up. Nope. Open it up. Unlock it. We have 9 holes. All holes are rated A+. I am satisfied with this. Let's start a tournament. How do we do that? I don't know. I actually don't know how that works. Let's see. So I can't click here. Up at the top, maybe holes, golfers, tournament right there. Okay. This panel shows requirements to organize a tournament. Okay. Holes 6+. I got that. Holes par 4. We need at least 3 par 4s. I got that. Design scores need to be high enough. We check all the boxes. I'm just looking and reading them off here, right? We need at least 10 gold members. We have 18. I need a small driving range. I've got that. And prestige +5. I have 40. Let's host a tournament. Okay. So now it's just tournament time. Yeah. So everything here. So it's no longer a public course at this point. It's only tournament players. And we can see their scores as they go through here. This is cool. This is cool. I've obviously never done this before, so we're going to see. If I don't know if I want to close this box. I kind of want to watch it. Yeah, let's just do this. So we can see their positions and their current score. Good. So what is the par of our course, right? What is total par of our course, right? So we've got all the par is right here in this column, and we can only see 7 per tab. That's interesting. I think it should be 9 per tab myself. Like, that's how a scorecard would be, I feel like, is 9 and then flip it over and then back 9. Front 9, back 9. 7 is weird, but whatever. 3, so this is 8, 12. Never do math in the middle of a video, kids. It's not a good idea. Everyone will judge you. 15, 20, 24, 28, 31, and 35. So we have a 35. So not 36. I think typically you'd have 36 on a 9-hole course as their par, but 35 is pretty good. That's a decent balance. And then, like, so the back 9, we'd have like an extra par 5 or something, and that would get it to 72. I think in general, it's a general rule that par for an 18-hole course is about 72 strokes. So we're very close on the balance. I like this. This is good. And it looks good, too. The course looks pretty solid. There's lots of trees that kind of separate things. You know, it's a little open right here. And I think maybe because of how open it is here, I might want to add like a bathroom here. I could do that. There's room for that. It's still kind of far away from the facility, so I could do that. I'm leaving this open for a like another driving range is what I was hoping for, or like a bigger thing. But I don't know. I think maybe after this tournament is done, we'll have 3 stars on this course, and we can actually try a different golf course. Because this is Rookie Roads. This is only one course. There's other maps that are bigger even, and you can do more in those. And I think you can just use the stuff you've unlocked from this to do more in those. Okay, so at the moment, we got Jack Miller. He's got a score of 7. I'd like to see... Oh, I can just see him. There he is. So he's currently in first, I believe. It says his position is 1. I'm assuming that means that he's in the lead and not that he's like the first golfer. But now Ashley has taken over the first position. Let's see where she is. Is this you? No, I think it's the one that was walking. Yeah, it's you. So she is in first position now in the score. We can actually see her scorecard. This is nice. She has a -3 handicap. She says she's got a double eagle on these. I mean, no, she didn't. That's not accurate. They need to address that. I've noticed that when I was playtesting too, is like the score here. You did not get a double eagle on a hole 1 on a par 3. It is impossible. It is not mathematically possible to get a double eagle on a par 3. Okay, so you didn't do that. If you want to know what an eagle is, it's 2 under par basically. The terminology is a birdie is if you go 1 under par. So, you know, let's say the hole is a par 4. If you get it in 4 strokes, you got par. If you get it in 3 strokes, you're a birdie. 2 strokes would be incredibly impressive, but you get an eagle. And then if you got a hole in 1 on a par 4, that is insanely impressive. But also, that would be a double eagle. And so you need to go 3 under par to get a double eagle. And so therefore, you cannot get a double eagle on a par 3 because getting a hole in 1 is technically still just an eagle. Yeah. There we go. Okay, well, the tournament is underway. It's going. This video is kind of long, so here's what I'm going to do. Since I really can't, I'm not going to sit around and wait for everyone to finish all the holes. So what I'm going to do is I'll zoom you ahead to when the tournament is getting close to finished here. But we can see everybody's score. We know what they scored on each hole, and they're going to run and do this for a little bit. Okay, this is going to take a bit. So I will be, again, 6 holes per sheet, and then you go another one. That makes that makes more sense. Going 6 makes more sense than 7, because at least then you get 3 even pages. If you have an 18-hole course, then it would be, 6 and then 12 and then 18. So that still makes more sense than 7. 7 makes no sense at all. So I still wish they would do 9. I think there's enough room here, but it's kind of cramped. Maybe make this window a little bit bigger. I don't know. I don't know why I'm being critical. I'll be right back. Okay, wait a minute. What just happened here? Do you guys see that? Hold on. I'm going to put that in the video. So she finished. It's weird. She just finished this hole. She just finished this hole. And then she walked past this tee box. And she's now going to 7. And I think she's about to hit 7. But she didn't hit 6. She walked. I just watched her do it. So it says she got a 6. It says she just played. I mean, I don't know what that's about. It says she played this. She shot a 3. Is she cheating? Ignore the score. This is clearly wrong. But like, she got this. She just finished this. I watched her walk from here past this building, not do this hole, and go all the way to 7. But she has a scorecard that says she did this hole. So that's weird. It's almost like the scores are made up. She's making it up. She's winning. Maybe that's why. Maybe that's how she's winning. Maybe we keep a closer eye on the leader here. All right, Ashley Owen, who is currently shooting her 3rd shot on hole 7. There we go. So she should have 3 out of 4 here. By placing that, we should see a 3 here, not a 2. There we go. Group is done. She has a 3. Now she moves to hole 8. That's appropriate. But I don't know why she skipped 6. She just flat out skipped it and didn't play it. She went over it. You see that? She went all the way over this. Yeah, right to the green. So she's not doing this, which you can totally do. I just was kind of trying to encourage them not to. But this is a par 3, isn't it? So, I mean, I guess. Yeah, I guess. This is a par 3, so you kind of do want to be on the green in 1, but it's one of those things where it's like you got to gamble to get there. If you play it safe, you can get par, but if you really want that birdie, you got to play it rough. So this is, I guess, a more challenging hole than I thought it would be. But she is at least playing that. And look, it says she got a birdie, shooting 5 on a par 3. So, like, these are clearly wrong, right? They need to fix these. But look at that. Wow, that's aggressive. That's her shot. That's aggressive. Look at that. Boom. That's crazy. And she got it, too. She's on the green all the way over top of this. Oh, wait. No, she didn't. Wait, so what's this ball? Oh, this belongs to you. Okay, that's a different golfer's ball. I thought she placed that ball. So there's a ball right. Stop this. There's a ball right here. I thought that was hers because because all of that was going. But I think that's just the hole she's aiming for. It's not pointing at her ball. So she is shooting 2 here. And it does roll towards the hole there, doesn't it? Nice. Okay. She's shooting 3, so she could get a birdie there. Lower her score again. Yeah. So she actually got a par there. I guess I wasn't counting correctly. She got par there. So, I mean, it looks like Andrew Carter has actually taken the lead. No, these guys are all tied. Ooh. These guys are tied. Now, how many holes have you played? It says you've played the whole thing. So you're just walking around the course now. Okay. And then Andrew Carter, you're done too. So they all tied. Interesting. Robert Wynn, you are... Yep. Okay. The tournament is over. Andrew Carter, Alex Anderson, and Ashley Owen all tie. 1st, 2nd, and 3rd. I'm not sure how they've determined who gets the 1st place position based on that, but yeah, I guess style points, right? So there's the end of the tournament. We did it. The tournament was a complete success. We've really helped change some lives for the better. Mine for a start come re-election time. I've had some great ideas in my 10 years mayor: cat driving licenses, inflatable sidewalks, crime-free Mondays, to mention a few, but letting you develop this land as a golf club was my finest. Now I get a suit jacket. Okay, sweet. Well, there are no more quest objectives for this place. I have got great prestige. I think the course turned out really well, right? So if you want to see more of this game, let me know down in the comments. We can go to a different biome, right? We can head back over to the city and go to a new one, yeah? I think so. I got to figure out how to do that. I think you go to, I'm just going to save the game, but I think you go to the main menu and then drive around. Maybe not. I'm certain there's a way to do it. I just got to figure out what that is. So thank you for watching. I appreciate you. And if you'd like to see more, well, then come on back for the next one. Okay? Bye-bye.